Subic Bay, majestic, beautiful, and serene. This ideal anchorage has not always been this peaceful. For over 3 centuries, Subic Bay has been a challenge, first for the Spanish in the 1800s, then the United States in 1899. In the 1940s, World War II brought more challenges. In 1991, Mother Nature challenged Subic with the eruption of Mount Pinatubo and almost half a meter of volcanic ash being deposited over the entire area. When the Philippines once again regained total control of Subic, the challenge was to develop this area into the Subic Bay Duty-Free Zone. This 262 square mile area is managed by the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and has become a center for business and commerce, as well as a sporting paradise for the adventurous residents of the Philippines and the world. One of the major supporters of wildlife conservation in this region is Ocean Adventure, a marine and eco-conservation theme park. This facility has educated tens of thousands of school children each year with nature classrooms and unique wildlife encounters. Its marine mammal rescue and wildlife in need programs, Ocean Adventure has rescued and rehabilitated hundreds of sick, injured, and stranded animals and returned them to their natural habitat. In doing so, they have trained numerous veterinarians and medical professionals in hands-on workshops. Tim Desmond is the CEO of Ocean Adventure.
Ocean Adventure and Camayan Beach Resort are in the middle of a 500-hectare property. 400 hectares of that property is a marine and terrestrial preserve. We're trying to make the entire area revenue producing without disturbing it. And that preserves the natural setting because it's got an economic basis. So we're trying to convert the entire resort into a nature-related lifestyle resort. Challenge Philippines is absolutely perfect. You're swimming in the ocean, you're running through the forest, you're driving on the roads, and it's people that really enjoy this great synchronicity between our objectives to be that sort of a resort and the race and the sense of family and community that it generates.
Subic Bay is located in the province of Bataan. Inspired by Governor Albert S. Garcia, an athlete and fitness advocate himself, and his vision to lead the youth of Bataan into a healthy and active lifestyle, the entire province has united to support this world-class event. It is early morning and the athletes are arriving for their pre-race bike check. Pros Till Schramm from Germany and Rasmus Petraeus of Denmark are joking with Freddie Kronberg of Sweden. Number 85 is Prince Nasser Al Khalifa of Bahrain, Australia's Greg Bennett. Melissa Hauschild and Chris McCormick do their last-minute checks. American Laura Bennett and Australian Annabelle Lugsford are favorites in the women's race. As is Radka Vidichkova of the Czech Republic. Number 16 is Michael Murphy from Australia. Age groupers and pros alike are going through the same last-minute paranoia. This is world cycling champion and Olympic silver medalist Emma Pooley from Great Britain. The training is over. The strategy is in their head. The will is there. It is time for the inaugural challenge, Philippines. Finally, magic hour has arrived. The temperature is a cool 21 degrees Celsius with very little humidity. The athletes finish their warm-ups, some with stretches, others with a strange dance. The paparazzi are ready, and everyone else just wants to get going, especially the pros. They are ready for Asia's richest prize purse. They move to the line, and they're off! Now the female pros. They leave 1 minute later. And they are on their way. Next, the male age groupers. In general, both men and women age groupers are the true heart and soul of triathlon. These are the people that prove the adage, yes, I can. They come from all walks of life, all ages, shapes, sizes, and from all over the globe. They come because they are living their dream. They thought they could do this. They trained endless hours for this one day. And now they are doing it. This is their day. Now, the women age groupers. They are teachers, doctors, housewives, students. They are of all ages. Some even gave up an athletic career to raise a family. Now, this is their moment. And are they ready? Yes, they are. This 1.9-kilometer swim begins on the white sand beaches of Camayan Beach Resort and heads out across Subic Bay to the last turn buoy, then makes a 90-degree turn for the sprint to the finish at Ocean Adventure Beach. This is the lead group of 5, including Rasmus Petraeus, Michael Murphy, Eric Watson, Joshua Mader, and triathlon great Greg Bennett. It is Rasmus Petraeus out of the water first, followed by Michael Murphy, Eric Watson, Joshua Mader, and Greg Bennett.
Okay, here we go. Now we're coming out of the water.
In 6th is Chris McCormick.
Check this out.
Next is Japan's Hiroyuki Nishiyushi and Freddie Kronborg. They are followed by the lead women, Laura Bennett in 1st, Annabelle Lugsford in 2nd, and Radka Vidishkova in 3rd. Next is Christina Jackson. Then it is Matt Burton, followed by Mikel Barutia, Till Schramm, and women's favorite Melissa Hauschild over 2 minutes down. Then Roland Molit of the Philippines, followed by Katja Robb of Germany and J. Ray Jeranay of Thailand. Exiting over 7 minutes down is cycling expert Emma Pooley. We will be right back with the bike leg of the inaugural Challenge Philippines. The 2014 Challenge Philippines is being brought to you by Yellow Cab Pizza, great times, great pizza, and by Gatorade. The swim-to-bike transition is momentarily quiet, but is about to become the center of frenetic action as the athletes make the switch from the swim to the bike. And here they come, Petraeus and Murphy on the left with Eric Watson on the right. Women's leader Laura Bennett arrives. Rasmus grabs his helmet as Greg Bennett moves to his bike. Michael Murphy has made a fast changeover and is on his way. Now it is Petraeus leaving T1, followed immediately by Greg Bennett and Eric Watson. Olympian Laura Bennett steps out of her swimsuit and dons her sunglasses and helmet. just as Freddie Kronborg enters T1. Radka Vidichkova puts on her helmet and prepares to leave right behind Laura. Annabelle Lugsford is next. Four-time world champion Chris McCormick departs, followed by Christina Jackson, Melissa Hauschild, and Katja Robb. Followed by Emma Pooley, 7.5 minutes behind. After the pros come the amateurs. These are the people who do this to prove to themselves that they can. It is nice when a person standing by the roadside claps or yells as they go by, but deep inside, this is for them. Even a prince has something to prove. Some are fighting internal demons. Others are overcoming disabilities. Some are racing for a cause, like the Yolanda Relief Effort. Whatever their passion is, it has driven them to train hundreds of hours in all kinds of weather, overcoming work and family schedules to get to the starting line. Now, it is getting to the finish. The men standing after the swim are Rasmus Petraeus of Denmark in first with a swim time of 23 minutes 29 seconds, followed by Eric Watson 3 seconds back. Joshua Mader in third, Michael Murphy and Greg Bennett both 11 seconds behind. All four of them are from Australia. The results of the women's swim are Laura Bennett of the US in first with a time of 25 minutes and 6 seconds. In second, Annabelle Lugsford of Australia. In third, Radka Vidichkova of the Czech Republic, followed by Christina Jackson of the US. Melissa Hauschild of Australia rounds out the top 5, almost 2.5 minutes behind. Starting out, everyone settles into the bike course. This is a very challenging 90-kilometer course with numerous technical climbs and descents. Athletes who have ridden this course have called it one of the toughest bike courses in the world. There are very few places to relax. The climbs are steep and the descents are very stressful and test the riding skills of even the most experienced cyclist. Leading the men's bike is Rasmus Petraeus. In second, Eric Watson. He is followed by Greg Bennett, Michael Murphy, Joshua Mader, and MACA, Chris McCormick. Behind MACA is Freddie Kronenborg. In the women's race, Laura Bennett holds the lead, with Radka Vidichkova in second. Annabelle Lugsford in third. And Melissa Hauschild charging hard. The bike course pushes through the peninsula of Bataan. It is not only difficult, it is spectacular in raw natural beauty. It passes through the Bataan National Forest, picturesque villages, kilometer after kilometer of rice paddies, up steep climbs, and alongside amazing views of the Pacific Ocean. This alone is a reason to come here. Freddie Kronenberg has moved into 6th place. Freddie is a little guy, but man can he pedal. Number 12, Hiroyuki Nishiushi, is moving. However, Matt Burton is about to overtake him for 7th place. Matt Burton, almost 5 minutes down after the swim, has been moving up steadily. As the pros and some of the elite age groupers move towards the halfway point on the bike, the swim is just coming to an end. For a lot of age groupers, making the swim cutoff is a major goal. If they don't make it in an hour and a half, their day is over. So the happy faces and thumbs up signs means there are a lot of happy athletes coming out of the water. Number 8, Rasmus Petraeus is still in the lead. However, Greg Bennett has moved into 2nd place, with another Australian, Michael Murphy, in 3rd and closing. Eric Watson is maintaining 4th place. Bennett and Petraeus discuss things as Greg takes over first place at the 30-kilometer mark. 15 kilometers to go to the midpoint. Right now, it looks like a three-man race. The chase group of Mader, Maka, and Cronenberg are maintaining their positions. Joshua Mader in 5th place, followed by Maka in 6th and Freddie Cronenberg in 7th. Charging hard behind them is Matt Burton, now only 2 minutes back. The second-place woman, Annabelle Lugsford, negotiates around a stalled motorcycle on one of the hills and moves on. Leader Laura Bennett gets the thumbs up from Till Schramm, the German mountain bike champion. It looks like Annabelle has the hammer down as she rides through the Bataan National Forest, and we can't forget about Melissa Hauschild, now in 3rd place. The top 3 keep the pace at a blistering cadence. Petraeus has flatted. Not only has he flatted, but he has sliced his finger open while getting the wheel off and is bleeding quite badly. This is very frustrating. 1 minute battling for the lead. The next standing by the side of the road with a tire in your bloody hand. And while all your competition is pulling away. Rasmus works very hard to fix the flat, and he is almost ready to go. Bennett and Murphy have put an enormous gap between themselves and Rasmus. After what must have seemed like an eternity, Petraeus is underway. And just then, Till Schramm and Chris McCormick come screaming by. Joshua Mader has moved up to 3rd, with Matt Burton now in 4th. Freddie Cronenberg is now in 6th place. Till Schramm in 7th. Mitch Anderson is 8th. We are almost halfway through the bike. Stay with us as we will be right back. Welcome back to the Bataan Province and the bike course for the 2014 Challenge Philippines. Brought to you by the Philippine Department of Tourism. It's more fun in the Philippines. And the Province of Bataan. The field of women age groupers are now being challenged by this unbelievable bike course through the Bataan National Park. As we join the pro-women's race, Annabelle Lugsford is in the lead, with Rodka chasing in second. A hard-charging Melissa Hauschild has moved into third. Laura Bennett is now in fourth, with Christina Jackson in fifth, and Katja Robb in sixth. Laura Bennett is definitely suffering on the hills. Annabelle knows that Melissa is a phenomenal athlete and is trying every trick in the book to stay ahead of her. The chase is on. Melissa has now moved into first. The 90-kilometer bike course for the 2014 Challenge Philippines is dynamic in a number of ways. It is virtually free of traffic, as this remote ex-military base is encased in the Bataan National Park. A venue that is enjoyed by the growing number of outdoor enthusiasts looking for a safe and healthy lifestyle destination. Not only is this world-class race here, but this area has become a training venue for hundreds of Asia's elite endurance athletes. Being in Bataan, it falls under the direction of Governor Albert S. Garcia, a man committed to the health and well-being of the children of his province. This is validated by the cheers and excitement of the school children lining the race course today. The 7 Hills of Bataan are a great place to train. You can bring the entire family and enjoy the beaches and their resort atmosphere, turning a training weekend into a mini vacation. On top of all of this, the bike course is amazing. From its never-ending strenuous climbs and harrowing descents, to the beautiful forests and mysterious monkey-filled jungles. Riding through here is truly an athlete's paradise. Back at the front, veteran triathlete Greg Bennett still has the lead, but he can't shake the youngster Michael Murphy. Australian Joshua Mader is hanging on to third, but is being hunted by fellow Aussie Matt Burton. Freddie Cronenberg of Sweden has moved into fifth, and Melissa is now catching the pro man. Melissa leads. Annabelle in second. And Rodka in third. Laura Bennett appears to be fading. However, Laura's husband Greg still has the lead in the men's race, but is still hounded by Michael Murphy. Bennett in first, Murphy in second, and now Burton has moved to third, with Cronenberg in fourth. Mader has dropped to fifth, Schramm is in sixth, and Petraeus in seventh. For the women, it is Melissa, Annabelle, and Rodka is hanging on to third. We will be right back with the exciting bike finish. Welcome back to the inaugural 2014 Challenge Philippines, brought to you by Volvo and by the Camayan Beach Resort. In November of 2013, Typhoon Yolanda, internationally known as Haiyan, hit the Philippines.
We are following a major story out of the Philippines, a major storm.
Tim Desmond and his wife Josephine were directly affected.
My wife's entire family was impacted. Her mother's house was completely destroyed, her grandmother's house, her brother's house, her sister's house. Virtually every member of her family lost their home and everything they had. It was one of those times you said, well, you just can't sit here and not respond to this. You know, Joe was going to respond for her family, I was going to help the family, and we knew we had to do something because people were just in misery. The first step was to scout a route to see if we could actually go by land or by sea. We were preparing a boat. They were able to discover that there was a land route. Once we got word of that, we sent the first truck, which had 10 and a half of rice and medicine and canned food and soap, just the basics. And our town is a little tiny town called Maslog, very, very remote little village. And we've adopted it as our one focus point. You know, it's too big. We picked that one point of Maslog, and it's got, when we gave the stuff out, it had 568 families that we were able to give something to.
Money raised from this race will support Tim and Joe's efforts. First into T2 is Michael Murphy.
Michael Murphy! Michael Murphy! Race number 15 out of...
Almost 5 minutes down after the swim, Matt Burton, another Aussie, enters transition just as Mike Murphy departs.
Australia! Michael Burton!
Third in is Greg Bennett, another Aussie. Is there a pattern here? Burton checks his watch and heads out of T2 just over a minute down. Freddie Cronenberg arrives just as Greg Bennett departs. While Freddie parks his bike, Mitch Anderson is also in T2, just as Freddie exits. Here comes Maka and Till Schramm.
Here it is, Maka is here. Till Schramm.
As Till and Maka rack their bikes, Rasmus Petraeus, making up time, arrives.
Petraeus, Denmark. Rasmus.
Maka is on his way. And Melissa Hauschild, the first woman, arrives in transition. Just over a minute back is Annabelle Luxford in second. Wasting no time at all, Melissa is on the way to the run. Olympic silver medalist Emma Pooley enters as Lugford departs.
To the top. Emma, you are in third position right now.
Radka Vidichkova arrives as Emma is on her way, followed by Radka in fourth. The standings after the bike. In the men's race, it is Michael Murphy from Australia in first with a time of 3 hours, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. In second, also from Australia, is Matt Burton, 1 minute and 10 behind. In third, another Aussie, Greg Bennett, 3 minutes behind. In fourth, Freddie Cronenberg from Sweden, and in fifth is Australian Mitch Anderson. In the women's race, first with a time of 3 hours, 16 minutes and 29 seconds is Melissa Hauschild of Australia. In second, also from Australia, is Annabelle Luxford, 1 minute and 46 seconds behind. In third, Emma Pooley from Great Britain, almost 8 minutes down, followed by the Czech Republic's Radka Vidichkova and Laura Bennett from the US. We are in Bataan, ready for the final leg of the 2014 Challenge Philippines. Brought to you by the Camayan Beach Resort, the official headquarters of Challenge Philippines, and New Balance, fit to be powerful. The run course at Challenge Philippines is a run like no other. The athletes will leave transition running up and along the cliffs of the old naval station, and then run in and out of deeply forested jungle where the local indigenous people, the Aita, will guide them through the twisting triple canopy jungle paths that these forest dwellers have used for centuries to hunt for food. At the 15-kilometer mark in the run is the Yellow Cab Pizza Zone, where your normal fruit and nut nutrition has been swapped for pepperoni and 4-cheese pizza.
Yellow Cab is very happy with Challenge Philippines events because they're giving all their effort to give the triathlete better experience, a different experience this year. And we are looking forward for a larger experience next year.
Michael Murphy has a 1 minute and 16-second lead out of transition over fellow Aussie Matt Burton, followed by Bennett, Cronenberg, Anderson, Mader, Watson, McCormick, and Till Schramm. Melissa Hauschild leads the women, with Annabelle Luxford in second and Emma Pooley in third. A little further back in fourth is Radka Vadichkova, who passes one of the many local observers. Laura Bennett in fifth place. And running together enjoying the scenery is Katja Robb and Christina Jackson. As Mike Murphy enters the forest, he senses he's being stalked. And he is right. Matt Burton and others are gaining. A quick drink of Gatorade, and off they go. Matt is now 30 seconds down. In the men's race, it is still a battle for first. However, the men have a visitor. Melissa Hauschild is about to chick Eric Watson and move into 8th overall. The battle for the men's lead continues. Melissa has lengthened her lead over Annabelle by over 5 minutes. After his flat, Rasmus has had to make up time. He is now in 7th place as Maka and Eniko grab some Gatorade. Till Schramm also gets some hydration. Murphy's lead is down to 15 seconds. Murphy can't hold off Burton any longer, and the pass is made. Rasmus has passed Mader for 6th. But here's Melissa. The finish is just around the corner, and we will be right back with the men's and women's finish of the 2014 Challenge Philippines. The inaugural 2014 Challenge Philippines is brought to you by Yellow Cab Pizza, Bite into Yellow, and Ocean Adventure, Come Swim with the Dolphins. The excitement is building as the competitors near the finish line here at Adventure Beach in Subic Bay. The crowds are coming in off the course as the leaders are expected at any moment. Here he comes, the first Challenge Philippines men's champion, Matt Burton from Australia. A swim time of 28 minutes 21 seconds, a bike of 2 hours 34 minutes and 28 seconds, and a total time of 4 hours 26 minutes and 53 seconds. Matt Burton, the men's winner of the inaugural Challenge Philippines.
Our men's champion today, the inaugural Challenge Philippines, Matt Burton of Australia. Matt, you crushed it on a hot, hilly course.
The swim was fast, and then the bike was, you know, when you're not going up or down, you're battling the difficult roads. And the run course was no doubt spectacular, but it just felt like you were going up and down, and you had to dig pretty deep.
In second place, another Aussie, Michael Murphy. Here's Freddie. Sweden's Freddie Cronenberg finishes third, 2 minutes and 50 seconds behind Matt. Then veteran Greg Bennett. Greg took the lead on the bike for almost 55K. He is followed by another man from down under, Mitch Anderson, in fifth. Look at this! In sixth place overall is women's champion Melissa Hauschild from Australia.
Melissa Hauschild, Australia, you've won the inaugural Challenge Philippines. Tell us a little bit about your race and the course out there today.
Oh, the course was a killer. The bike, it really suited me. Like, I really like hills, but it was tough in some parts. I thought I must have just taken a wrong turn. It was that bumpy and there was nobody around, and I was just looking out for those arrows on the road to make sure I was still on track. But no, it was a great course, just so different to what you usually get. So it was really enjoyable, and the run through the forest and up, down, I don't think there was hardly any flat out there.
34 seconds behind Melissa is Rasmus Petraeus of Denmark. Followed by another Australian, Joshua Mader, in seventh. Next is Till Schramm from Cologne, Germany, in eighth. First place in the Elite South Asia Division is Benedicto from the Philippines. And right behind him is second place J. Ray Jeranai from Thailand. Annabelle Luxford enters the chute as the second place woman. Here comes Chris McCormick from Australia and Dean Zombor from Romania. The silver medalist in cycling at the London Games, Emma Pooley, finishes third, a minute behind Annabelle.
Emma Pooley!
Radka Vadichkova is fourth. And Laura Bennett finishes fifth. The men's champion in the 2014 Challenge Philippines is Matt Burton with a total time of 4 hours, 26 minutes and 53 seconds. In second, Michael Murphy, 1 minute and 48 seconds behind. In third is Sweden's Freddie Cronenberg, followed by Greg Bennett, Mitch Anderson, Rasmus Petraeus, Joshua Mader, Till Schramm, Eric Watson, and Darren Jenkins rounds out the top 10. The 2014 Challenge Philippines Women's Champion and 6th place overall is Australian Melissa Hauschild with a time of 4 hours, 39 minutes and 26 seconds. In second, also from Australia, is Annabelle Lugsford. From Great Britain, in third is Emma Pooley, followed by the Czech Republic's Radka Vodičková, American Laura Bennett, Germany's Katja Robb, and Christina Jackson in 7th place, also from the USA. Third in his age group is Sheikh Nasser Al Khalifa from Bahrain. Course designer David Voth presents him with his medal. Then from the Philippines, the winners of the relay category. Over 10 hours ago, 729 athletes representing 38 countries stood on the beaches of the Camayan Beach Resort. Some were professional athletes. Some were doctors. Others were teachers, fathers, mothers. Even a sheikh stood there. They were all wondering about how their day would turn out. This line, this fabled finish line, is what they were aiming for. This line is what they dreamt about. This line is what they trained for. This line, however, is more of a starting line than a finish line. Because as soon as it is crossed, these amazing athletes start thinking of another morning in another place when they will stand on a beach and wonder about that finish line.